Do not underestimate the power of company. Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. I am Irene Ebube and I am so glad that you clicked on this video to learn a theme or two. So I woke up this morning and Spirit was like, talk about how you were able to grow your self-confidence. And I was like, you want me to go deep into an emotional state that I'm trying not to, go back into. And I remember that the purpose of this channel was to talk about certain things that I went through and how I had to overcome so that I could be the person that I am today. And one of it is self confidence. And I did not used to be the confident person. Over the years, I was able to develop a backbone, knowing what I like, what I did not like, my expectations from people, from relationships, and little by little, I started to gain a lot of self confidence, reclaiming my power, and just being the best version of myself. So, I'm going to start here. What happened that took away your confidence in the first place? Like it or not, human beings were not born shy or timid. These are conditions that were learned and learned from a young age, so the childhood. And whether it's your parents or relatives or friends or people at school, just the environment that you were exposed to as a child contributes greatly to how you see yourself and how you act around people. So growing up, I lived with a lot of people. It was a loud house, it was a noisy house. And I also had parents who were very strict and very unbending with their rules, regardless of if I was okay with it or not. I know that this is very common with African households because your parents, they are the almighty, the alpha and the omega, and what they say is Bible. That system does not allow the child fully express their needs and their wants. Because of how I grew up, I realized that things that bothered me, I swallowed. And no matter how uncomfortable I was in certain situation, I would not say a thing. I would swallow the pain, swallow the anger. I was just swallowing it. And it turned out to be so messy. I was an explosive, ready to go off, a ticking time bomb. And when I would have my bursts of anger, something or someone gets hurt. And most of the time, it was both of us. With self-confidence, you have to express. That's the first thing I want you to take home. See that thing that has been at the back of your mind. Just see it. Nothing the world hasn't seen. We are just experiencing it for the first time. Trust me, whatever it is that you need to express, whatever it is that you need to say, you're probably not the only one thinking it. You're probably not the only one feeling it. You're probably not the only one going to talk about it. So at the time that it is there, that discomfort settles at the pit of your belly. Open your mouth and say what it is that you want to say. Expression is not just with voice and with your words. Expression can come in so many different ways. You just have to find one that works for you. I prefer to talk things out. If I'm going through something and I bottle it up, because I have experiences where bottling things up explodes in my face, I speak. For some people, it could be art. It could be an art form. Find an outlet. The second thing is journaling. I know there's a lot of back and forth when it comes to journaling and writing down how you feel and writing down. But let me tell you, the ones that know how important it is to write about what you are feeling. As you write down your ideas, more ideas begin to come. As you write down how you feel, or how somebody made you feel, or how that situation happened, you begin to see blind spots that you would not see before if you didn't take a pen to put it down. In fact, it is so important that I think that the more you write down the things that you feel and the things that you think about, the more you write, basically, the better you think. So write things down. As angry as you feel, put it down there. You're feeling sad, you're grieving, write it down. It allows you express yourself properly without any judgment, because you're the only one seeing what you're writing. Is to surround yourself with other people who have a high self-confidence. If you hang around such people enough, you would realize that the insecurities that you have about your body, the insecurities, the self-doubt that you have about your abilities and your skills would wither away. You'll be looking for them. If you surround yourself with people that think very highly of themselves, over time you begin to think very highly of yourself. Do not underestimate the power of company. If you found yourself in a group where you would normally not go out, but now you're going out frequently because they're there, you are changing. If you hang around people that read a lot, that like to go to the book club, that like to go to libraries, you would start to read too. You are changing. If you hang around gymnasts, or if you hang around people that love to work out, they will drag you to the gym one day, the next day, or the next week. Before you know it, you will be buying your gym wares. You have started working out. If you surround yourself with the right people, if you surround yourself with people who are confident in themselves, you will become confident in your own self. It will rub off on you. There's power in association. Self-confidence is doing the things that you said you were going to do. That means self-confidence is accountability. I think I've spoken about this in my previous video. There's a lot of joy that happens in your soul when you keep the promises that you've made to yourself. And I think I want to keep on emphasizing that because it's something that I'm still working on. Give yourself a project. Give yourself a time frame to finish that project and do it. Once you commit yourself to a project, you begin to see the things that you need to work on. Oh, I like to procrastinate. Oh, I give up in the first fail when I try. One of the things I also told myself this year was I'm going to dress pretty. I love pretty women and I love people that look put together, and it's working because I'm more confident in my body when I look better, when I look good. My next point is very simple. Affirmations. Positive affirmations are a gimmick. They don't work. Be deceiving yourself. The way you talk to yourself determines how people will talk to you. The way you care for yourself determines how people will care for you. The way you have a relationship with yourself will determine the way other people would have a relationship with you. When you place yourself on a high pedestal, people have no choice. The words you speak have power to change your mind and to change your reality. Speaking positively to yourself, about the things that you like, about the things that you want, the things that you desire, it becomes normal for you. Years ago, I used to be very insecure about my body shape because I have what they call the inverted triangular shape, where my shoulders are broader than my hips. Given that I'm an Igbo woman, of course, duh. The in things is to have the figure 8. I don't have that. I'm a very athletic person. I'm strong. I have strong bones and strong muscles. It used to bother me so much because I was taunted. taunted. You're so lepa, you're so straight. So it affected me. I pretended like it didn't. I laughed with them, but it affected the way I viewed myself. One day I said, this thing that people are laughing at, this is the way I was born. And my mother is so beautiful. And my dad is so beautiful. What is making people laugh at this, my body? I said, never again. I started to tell myself I'm beautiful. I started to appreciate myself. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, I love your skin. I love your broad shoulders. I love your thighs. I love your eyes. My dear, at first it was like you're lying. But because I kept on telling myself, I kept on affirming that I was beautiful, regardless of the shape that I have, it started to dawn on me that, oh, I'm actually beautiful. And then people began to relate with me on this new self-found concept. Telling yourself the opposite of what you've heard. Telling yourself the opposite of what you think for some reason or the other. That's where real change begins. You are not smart. Who told you so? You are. You are not beautiful. Who told you so? You are. You are not capable. Who told you so? You are. What I want you to take from today's video is that you're not just good enough. You are worthy. You are deserving. You are worthy of the things that you desire, your wants and your needs. You are worthy of it. Your confidence is in your hands, not in another person. Give in to your self-expression. Give in and watch yourself soar. Yes, it's not a delusion. It's the truth.